Alito, Great Grand Rising, everyone. Great Grand Rising. We are here in Arizona. I am at a place called Santan Valley. And it is very, very interesting. I just wanted to take a little bit of a walk. I'm at the outskirts right now of housing, and just right over this ridge right over here, it is the outright desert. And this is actually used to be the desert, but they are building and building and building. And it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place, as you can see here. I mean, I'm going to get some really nice, good video of this. And I just wanted people to see. I mean, usually I'm up in the hills of Canada, up towards Fort McMurray, up towards the Northern Territories, all around that area, all the way down near the border of Montana, BC, British Columbia. A lot of different mountains over there, a lot of different scenery. In fact, up there right now, it's probably about minus 15, minus 20 or something like that. Snow all over the place. But down here in the desert, it's very nice, beautiful, beautiful. Temperatures are a mild 70 degrees or something like that. And I mean, with all the things that we talk about and all the stuff that's going on, and you know, all the fear and stuff like that people have, and you know, as we're trying to really get ourselves reestablished, I really like to get out to these places so that people can actually see, you know, the land that we're in, and you know, where I'm in now. I mean, this is Aztec territory, right? Aztec, the Olmecs are, well, they're more in what we now call Central America, on the peninsula of Mexico down there, and Guatemala, and that type of area. But yeah, I mean, you know, it is a very, very, very beautiful thing when you're able to really take a look at even the cactuses out there. I mean, those cactuses they're just huge. I mean, they're just huge. I'm gonna get a little closer to it just so you can see. But yeah, when we talk about being out here, I mean, I gotta watch out. I mean, there's snakes and stuff like that around here, and I haven't come across any, but there are snakes and stuff like that. So you know, you can see that there's horses that have been they're right out here. Yeah, I mean, a lot of times you only get to see these places when they're in the movies, you know, Clint Eastwood movie or something like that, or some of these westerns that give you a whole different view of whatever it is. But that movie, The Revenant, watch that movie, The Revenant, as they're out there doing all kinds of stuff. I mean, they actually tell you who the real Indians are. They use a particular word to describe the Indians themselves. But today, you know, I don't want you to think about Indians, natives, or anything else like that. I want you to think about just being on your own land. And imagine yourself, really just imagine yourself just occupying this land in freedom, right? I mean, just occupying your land in freedom, able to farm. I mean, a lot of the farming abilities that we have were taken away from us, you know, taking away of our natural resources, taking care of our natural, the animals that are on the land, the vegetation. And again, you have to remember, North America, our American continent, what we now call the American continent, and I talk about North and South America as well as Central America, most of the world's food, a lot of the world's food originated from us. Africa, most of their food originated from us. So did Europe. Remember, Europe had no tobacco products or whatever we have down here at all, right? That's why tobacco became one of the mainstays when they first came here in terms of export, right? Going back to Europe. Right? And so that's why it's really nice to take a look at the natural vegetation that's going on, and taking a look at all of these different sites. And this is a huge tree, right? I mean, well, this is a huge cactus. I mean, you can imagine how old that cactus is. That thing's got to be at least 100 years old, and God only knows if it's actually really seen, you know, what it's really seen. So, I mean, they say if trees can only talk, right? If trees can only talk. But, you know, when we talk about all the people that are doing their outdoor adventures, you know, bringing them to their homes and campsites and stuff like that out in the wilderness, you get a chance to be able to experience these kinds of things. And this is what it is, right? Reverend Betty has a beautiful place over there. Reverend Divine, she has a really beautiful place over in North Carolina. I think she does a lot of stuff going into Belize. Imagine Belize. I'll be over there in Belize, hopefully not too long, but a beautiful place, right? Beautiful place. We have now, Priya, she's doing a lot of stuff about the environment, right? Getting locked in terms of who and what we are, right? And it's really just beautiful. Take a look at those mountains. These are our mountains here. I mean, these are mountains, right? This is the mountains that our people have looked at for thousands of years, right? Thousands of years. Look at the cactuses and stuff like that. I still have to be really careful because there's a lot of snakes out here. And I'm just, walking down here. But, there's a group of us doing all kinds of stuff. And I don't know, that's a little something down there. Not exactly sure what that is. I'm going to turn on this rock and see if we got any little bugs or nothing like that on the rock. So everything looks really good. Got the little cactuses right there. That's what that actually looks like. And you even got the little things over there. You got to be careful because some of these cactuses, I got, when I was living in Roosevelt, New York, when I was the commissioner of the fire department over there, my kids just laughed and laughed and laughed. So I went to the window one day. We had these little tiny, the little tiny cactuses. It looked just like that one, but it was a little tiny one. Little tiny cactus. And I opened the window just to take a look to see exactly what the weather was going to be like. And I shot a whole bunch of spikes all in my face. All up and down my face. And I yelled and screamed like a baby, right? And my kids and my wife, who passed away, they took about maybe 10, 15 minutes and plucked all the little spikes out of my face. And still never really got them all. And you always feel like you got it in your face, you know what I mean? It's just kind of crazy. But it's just a wonderful place. Just a wonderful place to be. And I just wanted to get you guys out here just to take a look. Look at that beautiful. That's a beautiful cactus. But again, we're just heading into spring. So I see a lot of these new buds that are getting ready to come up on there. And it looks like it's going to be budding out. And look at this. Look at that. That might be a snake hole. See that? Get a little close into there. I don't know if anything's in there or not, but that's a snake hole, it looks like. And they said that the snakes that they have out here are different from Florida. Florida, they got boa constrictors and stuff like that running around the place. Now they even got anacondas because people are bringing in little baby ones and running around there, and alligators and stuff. So that's a whole nother ball game. Out here they got rattlesnakes, right? Slithering all over the place. And it's a rough thing. But this is part of the series that I do for nature. Right, part of the series that I do for nature, getting me out there. So when I'm working, also, and I'm working out there in the field, you might see me all dressed up in safety boots and safety hats and stuff like that. But I'm doing that because I'm working, and we're way out there. So this is a beautiful thing. I just wanted you guys to just take a really good look at the mountains and everything that are behind me, and we'll get some more beautiful footage of some other places that we go and get up and close and personal, right? So just wanted you guys to take a look at that. This is my little Survivor Man thing, right? Couldn't get me out here at nighttime, whatever. But a lot of things that you need to know, that we have lost the capacity to understand exactly about survival stuff. So there's a lot of people coming up, support our people out there that are teaching you how to protect yourself, teaching you how to survive in the wilderness, teaching you how to understand. Look at this. Here's another one, right? It's another snake person, I think. Right? I don't see anything in there, though. But, just trying to take a look to see if I see any stuff. But, no, but the desert is a beautiful place. I never thought I would say that. But it is a beautiful place between the rocks and everything like that. So all the survival stuff, is extremely important. Chief Ganache down there in Memphis, as well as some others up north, are really getting into the farming aspect of things, and we really need to know those things, right? We really do need to know the farming aspect of things, and just wanted to try to get a little look at this tiny cactus right over there. That's beautiful. Isn't that beautiful? This is beautiful. I'm just paranoid because I don't want to get. I got no long sleeves on, no protection whatsoever. Right, and looks like another little snake hole down there between some rocks and stuff. But yeah, so anything like that, you see people out there trying to teach you about nature, about grounding yourself. Kerry Davis talks about grounding yourself. So does Phoenix Moon. She talks about a lot about grounding yourself and getting back into nature and making sure that we all know where we actually really come from. And you can't know that until you get there and you begin to start touching the soil, right? Begin to start touching the soil and understanding, what this is all about. Touching the trees, leaves, picking up the rocks, right? This is what our children need to know. This is what our children need to understand. This is it, right? Understanding what it is, what they're made of, how long they've been around, and who's actually really seen them, right? So when it comes down to that, it's all about our kids, all about our grandkids, all about our children, and about our elders getting themselves retuned to whom, what we are in our beautiful natural world. This is a new film. In a live of every single one of you. Guys, take care. There goes the mountains again. Isn't that beautiful? That's beautiful. Just beautiful. Thank you for taking a walk with me, guys. A little walk with our new Thunder. Sometimes we take a little drive with our new Thunder, right? Then we went to seen all those other mountains and stuff like that, right? So we'll do this again. And thank you so much. You guys have a great day. Peace. Great grand rising to us all.